Hello, welcome to the Economy of Francesco mapping. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the ecology of Francesco practitioners. And this is my perspective, but I hope to invite all of you to see yourselves as part of this beautiful Economy of Francesco that Pope Francis has invited us to. In particular, I think it involves the popular movements, community organizing, energy environment, care for creation, integral ecology practitioners like the Global Catholic Climate Covenant and movement Laudato Si animators, and the action platform that's emerging that we're going to be inviting you to, especially this month in November. And of course, all those accompanying the poor and those on the margins, from Catholic worker houses to Catholic charities. I believe protagonists of the transformation, as Pope Francis says, will come from those that are accompanying, that are those most excluded from our conventional structures. And then, of course, all of our big Catholic institutions, from the Bishops' Conference to parishes and schools to religious orders to higher education. Pope Francis has invited all young economists, entrepreneurs, and change makers to see their institutions as workshops of hope. And in particular, those who might be involved in worker organizing, worker dignity, those creating co-ops. And I want to share with you just a little bit about some of the co-ops that have emerged. One is the Community Purchasing Alliance in Washington, D.C., $13 million has shifted to Black and Latino-owned businesses over the past couple of years because of the work of the Community Purchasing Alliance. Here's a picture of the annual meeting just last year. Part of my involvement in the Community Purchasing Alliance has been helping raise capital for other cooperatives, employee-owned business, and the incredible movements for racial and gender equity and justice, social movements, shareholder activism. That has caused a lot of change in investing for co-op. For co-op investing, it involves going to cooperative loan funds like the Local Enterprise Assistance Fund in Boston, or Quechua Impact Fund, or the Equitable Economy Fund that's just emerged to help startup co-ops. All of this is part of a bigger ecology, and I think it's also in this ecology to recognize the pressures that are putting on business from ecological considerations. I think economics is being embedded in a larger ecological frame, thanks to Donut Economics and Kate Rayworth. And that's just because of the simple climate reality that we emit 35 gigatons a year as a planet. We only have 225 gigatons left until runaway climate change. And 2,000 gigatons are baked into the balance sheets. These are the proven oil reserves that Exxon and others are already going to produce, and that's what's embedded in their share price. And that's why finance, big business, and private equity, people are reckoning with the challenges of having capital supremacy as our core corporate structure. I think social movements are also kind of putting pressure on this corporate structure. And that's why we believe alternatives are needed. What does multi-stakeholder governance and ownership look like? That, to me, is the opportunity the Francesco economy offers us. In particular, we're mobilizing capital asset holders that are inspired by Catholic social teaching. And we're gathering Catholic institutions, new economy practitioners, different ideas in economics. Like I was saying, Donut Economics, Kate Rayworth has welcomed us into new conceptions of this. So all of you, whether you're in organizing, whether you care about workers, whether you are a worker, whether you're on the periphery, we invite you to consider yourself a protagonist of this economy of Francesco.